What if the greatest battle you'll ever fight isn't against someone else, but against an opponent who knows your every move, your deepest fears, your oldest excuses? An opponent who lives inside your own head. This isn't just another video. Think of this as your training ground, your chance to finally understand this inner challenger. And today, we're not just talking. We're preparing you to win. First, we'll unmask this tricky adversary. Then, I'll show you exactly how to build the kind of inner strength that lasts, the kind that truly sets you free. Sun Tzu, the ancient strategist, had a golden rule: know your enemy, know yourself, and victory is almost certain. So, let's shine a light on this saboteur in your mind. Why does it throw up roadblocks just when you're ready to soar? Let's look at its playbook, starting with its oldest trick. First off, your brain is wired for comfort. It's running an ancient program, one designed purely for survival. Think, stay safe, stay fed, don't rock the boat. This programming served our ancestors well, keeping them from becoming a tiger's lunch. But today, that same instinct screams danger when you try something new, something better. It's not malicious. It genuinely thinks it's helping, keeping you on the familiar, safe path, even if that path leads to a life half-lived. So, when doubt whispers, ask yourself, is this real danger or just my old programming trying to keep me cozy? And here's a wild thought. What if it's not just failure you fear, but success itself? Sound crazy, right? But change, even for the better, means stepping into the unknown. A bigger life, new opportunities. It's all unfamiliar territory. So that same comfort-seeking part of you might hit the brakes, even when the finish line is in sight. It's a strange quirk of our inner workings, but understanding this, that's power. Then there's that nagging voice, the one that says, "Who do you think you are?" Maybe it's an echo from the past, a critical comment that's stuck, or perhaps a long-held belief that you're just not that kind of person. Whatever its roots, this low self-belief is prime ammunition for your inner critic. It'll tell you you're aiming too high, that it's foolish to even try. Stick to what you know, it hisses. Recognizing this for what it is, old, damaging noise, is the first step to silencing it. Our minds can also be like spoiled children, always chasing the quickest treat. That instant hit of pleasure, it's incredibly tempting. Why struggle with a tough workout when the couch is so inviting? Why eat the plain, healthy meal when that sugary snack promises a burst of joy right now? This hunger for immediate gratification, for the easy win, can keep you trapped. It makes you a prisoner of the present moment, always sacrificing long-term rewards for short-term fixes. But real strength, real achievement, that's a slow burn, not a quick spark. And what happens when you set a truly big, exciting goal? Sometimes your mind tries to swallow it whole. It sees the entire mountain, not the first small step. And then it panics. Too big, too hard, impossible. It screams. This overwhelm is another defense mechanism, blowing tiny obstacles into massive roadblocks. It's a master at making mountains out of molehills, stopping you before you even begin. So this inner enemy is not some dark force. It's mostly old wiring, miscalibrated fears, and ingrained habits. The key isn't to declare war on yourself. It's to become a keen observer, a student of your own mind. Understand its tricks, and you can start to outsmart it. Does that make sense? I bet you felt these things. Share your own battles in the comments. It helps to know you're not alone. All right, now that we've unmasked this inner saboteur, it's time to build your defense, your offense. It's time to forge real, lasting discipline. Not the harsh, joyless kind, but a powerful, steady force that pulls you towards what you truly want. Here's your blueprint, 7 vital keys to unlock that inner strength with a game-changing insight at the very end. First, and this is non-negotiable, goals. You absolutely must know where you're heading. Think of it like this. Without a destination, you're just drifting. And drifting rarely leads to amazing places, does it? So, take real time, a whole day if needed, to get crystal clear on what you want. Where do you want to go? What does winning look like for you? And a pro tip, don't just set one big goal. Aim for clarity in all key areas of your life. your health, your finances, your purpose, your relationships. These are your guiding stars. Next, take those big, inspiring goals and chop them up. Seriously, slice them into smaller, bite-sized pieces. Remember how your mind freaks out with huge tasks? We sidestep that by creating mini victories. If your aim is peak physical condition, best shape of my life is vague and overwhelming. But what about get body fat under 13%? Add 10 pounds of lean muscle, bench press 250 pounds, run a marathon? See, each one is a clear target. Keep breaking them down until each step feels doable, measurable, and within reach. Now, this is where the real magic of discipline happens. Routines and daily habits. The secret? Make these daily actions tiny, almost ridiculously small and easy. The less your mind has to decide, the less chance your inner critic gets to interfere. You want to automate good behavior. For instance, my health goal? To work out for 1 hour daily and build 20 pounds of muscle. So, I make sure I live near a fitness class I enjoy. Why? Because all I have to do is show up. The instructors, the program, they handle the rest. My only challenge is getting through the door. Once I'm in, for that 1 hour, I just follow instructions. And I walk out a little closer to my goal. You can do this with money too. Set up automatic transfers to your savings or investment account. Do it first before you spend anything else. This way, your habits serve your discipline, almost on autopilot. This isn't about finding a bigger weapon. It's about making the opponent smaller. This next one requires you to be ruthless. Identify and eliminate temptations. Anything that pulls you off track, anything that fuels those self-sabotaging thoughts, it has to go. Old habits, sugary snacks, endless social media scrolling, clutter, whatever your specific kryptonite is. Your mind will try to negotiate, to rationalize keeping these things around. Don't listen. If you're serious about this inner battle, why would you leave landmines scattered all over your path? Why set yourself up for failure? This is your life we're talking about. No one else will build your best life for you. To fight these daily micro battles and consistently choose discipline, you need fuel. Real fuel. This means prioritizing your well-being. Are you getting enough sleep? Drinking enough water? Eating nutritious food? Getting some sunlight? Think of yourself as a finely tuned instrument. Your body and mind need to be in balance to perform. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that discipline means punishing your body. That's just foolish. True discipline requires you to take even better care of yourself. Here's a powerful, perhaps counterintuitive strategy. Move in silence. When you're working on transforming yourself, on building new habits, it's often best to do it quietly, away from the spotlight. Why? Because broadcasting your every plan, your every small step, can actually weigh you down. It invites opinions, expectations, and sometimes even sabotage, often from your own mind, which uses external feedback as more fuel for doubt. Imagine building your strength in private, forging your discipline without an audience. There's a unique power in that. While a truly supportive partner or friend can be an asset, aim to cultivate a discipline so strong it thrives even when you're on your own. Let your results do the talking much later. And finally, the master key. This is where you truly flip the script on your old programming. Learn to embrace the effort, even the discomfort of growth. Discipline often feels hard because you're pushing through resistance, through the pain of stretching beyond your limits. But what if you could retrain your mind to actually welcome that feeling? To see the burn in a workout not as a signal to stop, but as proof you're getting stronger? Imagine looking forward to the toughest part of your task, the moment when your old self wants to quit, and you just smile. You say this is where I want to be. This isn't about masochism. It's about realizing that deep satisfaction, true peace, often comes not from reaching the destination, but from the journey itself. The struggle, when you reframe it, is where the beauty and the growth lie. When you can do this, your inner critic loses its power. Your discipline becomes unstoppable. Master these steps, and that inner voice that once held you back, it will start to sound very, very quiet. If you're committed to this path of mastering your inner world, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's next on this journey.